Welcome to Tibet This Week, where we bring you a weekly news edition on His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tibet, and the Central Tibetan Administration. These are the headlines. His Holiness the Dalai Lama attends long life prayer offered by devotees from East Asia. Sikyong briefs His Holiness the Dalai Lama on 16th Kashag's Undertakings. 68th United Nations Human Rights Council, multiple nations raise concerns over human rights in Tibet. Additional election commissioners take oath of office. Central Tibetan Administration's leadership meets with Tibet supporters. European Parliament hosts documentary screening titled Democracy, the Gift of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama to Tibet. The French Senate celebrates His Holiness the Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. Representative Dr. Tsewang Gyalpo Arya joins seminar against China's continued occupation and aggression over minorities. Weekly Lookout, Year of Compassion. On September 20th, His Holiness the Dalai Lama attended a long life prayer and cultural performances offered to him by devotees from Korea and 10 Southeast Asian countries. Venerable Thich Nhat Tu, Vice Head of the Executive Board of the Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha, read out a joint statement from all the participants in the courtyard and unanimously declared His Holiness the Dalai Lama as the Universal Supreme Patriarch of the Buddhist world.
Unanimously resolved to honor his unparalleled contribution to global peace and harmony, and especially to the spiritual welfare of the followers of diverse faiths. In recognition of these immense services, we hereby declare His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama the Universal Supreme Patriarch of the Buddhist world.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama recollected all of the Buddhist philosophical studies he has done in his life during his address at the gathering and highlighted that his primary practice throughout life has been cultivating the awakening mind of the bodhicitta, the altruistic aspiration for enlightenment, and the view of emptiness.
Tabo so cheche, any digala, Persinda, any ume, Jibuti to digala jani, Paji Naragara to Samdana, Cheva, Yataji Chadegi, Niri Shindu, Chajo Sam Komia, any Tuni Komia, Tu Senda.
Last Wednesday, His Holiness the Dalai Lama granted personal audience to Sikyong Pemba's Ring of the Central Tibetan Administration, where Sikyong briefed His Holiness on the undertakings and accomplishments of the 16th Kashag over the course of its tenure. During his interaction with the media post-audience, Sikyong shared His Holiness's contentment over 16th Kashag's leadership and projects.
Kenenshawana Shinshin Shajarina, Tamanini, Chartubiata, Dikzuda, Memang, Parala, Dewa Tamsataya, and Tana Shinchaji, Shibuli Shinzu, Maomanzu, Tabzu Puya, Mutango Yovaina, and you look the Shijan to Sasso Yongwaya, Dikzu's Hasso Yongwaya. The Jugana, let the Dikdeshashini, Kanamato.
At the 68th United Nations Human Rights Council session, multiple nations raised grave concerns over serious violations of human rights in Tibet by the Chinese authorities. European Union, Japan, Denmark and Sweden expressed concerns about human rights situation inside Tibet and called for the release of human rights defenders. Australia stressed that China should have no say in the selection process of religious leaders, including the reincarnation of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Germany called on China for transnational repression. Finland and Switzerland urged China to respect international conventions on minority rights, and Ireland and United Kingdom called for freedom of expression and religion. On the 15th day of the session, United Nations Advocacy Officer Phunzo Topgale from Tibet Bureau, Geneva, in his statement brought attention to several unresolved cases, including the custodial death of Tulku Pandey Wange, head Lama of the Chogyal Monastery, the continued arbitrary imprisonment of Doji Tashi, and the state reprisals against his sister Gombuki, the suspicious death of Tulku Ringzi Hunga Doji Rinpoche in Vietnam, the detention of Tibetan singer Tukti and Pelchung for performing a cover song honoring the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and the arrest of senior monks from Yena Monastery who protested against a hydropower project. Phunzo Topgale stated that these reflect a broader pattern of repression and requested for urgent investigation. On Wednesday this week, Nangsa Chödön and Tsering Yödön took oath of office as the two additional election commissioners from Yishu Wangmo, Tibetan Chief Justice Commissioner. The event saw the presence of leaders of the Central Tibetan Administration. Nangsa Chödön and Tsering Wangmo will remain in office until the completion of the Tibetan General Election 2026.
Tola any Chejung Matuvele, ne Kubusamki, Narantabicina, Simbeso, Naltachik, Susu Nang Middle Yang Yachik, Love in some Yetoji, to Soa Chung Song, Chunganashi, that Lega Chejung Karim by net. Tandeka Ginedan, Debine, Yorum Chekung, the paper, thought, and Talutawatu. Geji Nala, any Chamze Loda, any cutting Chejing, Lo Sunzi Shueki. Nedan Jig Gabla, in the curve there, Marasam by Nasonum Chimboria Samje, Gaugumgi, Chick, so Jendangi, Dangmila Matu, Lasam Namda Ton, Takandang and Zushipji, too rich Nangni, Kosha Chumbonashi, Jamila Matu, can't do Jig Shuegi, some Luti, Tone, Tanganzo, getting Jenjeshua, Jani, and Legu Tambu there. Dus chene lasam namda ton dus shugi inshe
지사다 소소기 돈에다 미세 간자당 아주 지소디나 내가 친데리 시림 돈에 친데네 배면치 뒤로 정화스 치레 다 단다 차니야 다 고리 다가 나라야 랭게 만다 친디 간데다 랭게 딜레게 소소기 단다버들 하산 남다 친 타운 되게 하산 남다 돈에니 직직시다 마게 와다 아니 팀다 튠바치 채고 섬이 조섬 때문에 시 안다 산에 카든 줄레게다 디시 멍고지기 사와 멍고지 ngoto chogre di chineita sane changmane ta chik chadungyamde thoni disi thola to thoyagi ngajogi da pejen thara shi.
On September 19, Sikyong Pembas Ring of the Central Tibetan Administration and Kalyon Changratalam Doma met a delegation from Tibetan Children's Aid. Kalyon Changratalam Doma of the Department of Education, Central Tibetan Administration, highlighted current challenges faced by Tibetan students and stressed on the genuine need of foreign aid to provide scholarship opportunities to outstanding students. The AET delegation also had a separate meeting with Secretary Champa Phunzo of the Department of Health. The same day, Sikyong, the incumbent Kalyon of Department of Religion and Culture, also met with a group of devotees who had come to offer lifelong prayers to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Last Tuesday, the Office of Tibet in Brussels, with the support of Member of European Parliament Anas Heidi, Vice Chair of the European Parliamentary Friend of Tibet, and Member of European Parliament Maurice Kaminsky, successfully organized the documentary screening of Democracy, the gift of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama to Tibet, at the European Parliament. Member of European Parliament Anas Heidi, in his opening remarks, reflected on his meetings with His Holiness the Dalai Lama and reaffirmed his continued support for the Tibetan cause. Last Tuesday, the French Parliamentary Friends of Tibet and the Bureau du Tibet Paris hosted a special celebration at the French Senate to honor the 90th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama and to mark the Year of Compassion. The event brought together distinguished guests including senators, ambassadors, diplomats, government and local elected officials, members of media, representatives of Tibet support groups, and Buddhist centers. Representative Rigzin Gyekang of the Office of Tibet Brussels commended the Senate's dedicated effort in hosting this landmark celebration, expressed deep gratitude for His Holiness for being the hope and resilience of Tibetans worldwide, and emphasized how his timeless message of peace and compassion is relevant today more than ever. The celebration also had the screening of Living Together, a short film on His Holiness, followed by prayer recitation and Tibetan cultural performances. Targeting the 76th founding anniversary of People's Republic of China, a group of Tibetans, Uyghurs, Southern Mongolians, and others suffering under Chinese regime organized a talk session last Sunday to speak on China's decades of occupation and repression. Representative Dr. Tsewang Arya of the Office of Tibet, Japan, was invited to speak on Tibet. Dr. Tsewang Arya emphasized on the establishment of PRC in 1949 as the beginning of the darkest period in Tibetan history. He drew attention to China's policy of colonial boarding school, interference in the reincarnation process of Tibetan religious leaders, and the mysterious disappearance of Tugu Hungan Doji in Vietnam earlier this year. Last week, Representative Dr. Tsewang Arya, Dr. Lobsang Yangtze of the International Tibet Network, and Tsering Dorji of Students for Free Tibet, Japan, also met with lawmaker Yamatani Eriko, chairperson of the Japan Parliamentary Support Group for Tibet, and Yamata Hiroshi, General Secretary of the support. Dr. Tsewang Arya requested follow-ups on the Tokyo Declaration and issuance of the statement on the Chinese repression in Tibet and interference in the reincarnation issue of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The Tibetan community in Japan also participated in the two-day Namaste India Festival in Tokyo with cultural performances and an information booth to educate the visitors of the ancient ties of Tibet and India. Hosted by the Swiss Parliamentary Group for Tibet and organized by Tibet Bureau Geneva, over 50 parliamentarians across party lines united to celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama at the Swiss Parliament in Bern, a profound expression of friendship, respect and solidarity with His Holiness and the Tibetan people. The Northwest Tibetan Cultural Association in Portland hosted a Tibet Day celebration with cultural performances, banners chronicling the life and global impact of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Tibetan food stalls and traditional Tibetan tent setup. The Office of Tibet Brussels and the Regional Kodin Organizing Committee jointly organized a peace and compassion-themed cycle rally to mark the Year of Compassion with over 70 cyclists in participation. The Sydney Weekend Tibetan Language and Cultural School organized an inter-student quiz competition on the 4 principles of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Within India, the Tibetan Settlement Office in Dharamsala organized an awareness talk focusing on the 4 principal commitments of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, led by Khen Rinpoche Geshe Snam Yampel. A similar session was organized in Mio and Tezu Tibetan Settlement, inviting Geshe Lhagdola, Director of the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives. The Chief Representative Office of Ladakh in the Sonamling Settlement hosted over 40 trainers from the Indo-Tibet Border Police at the CRO Hall to promote awareness on His Holiness the Dalai Lama's life and impact, provide an overview on the establishment of the Central Tibetan Administration, and introduce several other books by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. That is all for this week's edition of Tibet This Week. See you in the next one.